Welcome to Royalcoinvalue. Coin lovers, get ready because today we are going to explore some amazing pennies from the 1980s. Many collectors ignore these common-looking cents, but in reality some of them hold shocking hidden value. In this video we are going to reveal step by step how much your coins from these years can be worth and what special features to look for. So stay tuned till the end because the information you are about to hear can truly surprise you. 1981 1-cent coin value. Now let's talk about the 1981 1-cent coin value. The United States Mint produced more than 12 billion Lincoln cents in 1981. This was the final full year when cents were struck in a copper composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. After 1982, the Mint changed to a copper-plated zinc composition. That makes 1981 a special pre-transition date, and collectors often want examples in mint state condition to complete their copper cent collections. In circulated grades, the 1981 penny usually trades for just 1 cent to a few cents. However, when the coin is found in mint state condition with full red luster, its value can rise significantly. MS-65 red examples certified by grading companies usually sell between $10 and $20. Higher grades like MS-67 red are extremely scarce and can bring hundreds of dollars at auction. So condition makes a huge difference in the value of these coins. One major variety for 1981 is the 1981 double die obverse. On this variety you can see noticeable doubling on the word liberty or on the motto "In God We Trust." Collectors hunt for this double die because it is rare and hard to find. Prices for such a coin can easily reach into the hundreds depending on grade. A strong double die in mint state could even bring over $10,000 in the right auction setting. Another interesting point is that 1981 cents exist with different mint marks. You have Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco proof coins with an S. The proof cents are especially attractive because they were struck with mirrored fields and frosted devices. A 1981 South proof center in deep cameo condition can sell for $500 to $1,000. And if it carries a rare variety such as a Type 2 mint mark, it can be worth even more. The transition from Type 1 to Type 2 mint marks in 1981 proofs is another area of value. The Type 2S mint mark is more sharply defined and desirable. Collectors often pay premiums for this variety. In top condition, the 1981S Type 2 proof cent has sold for over $500 in certain auctions, which shows how even modern-looking coins can surprise you if you know what to search for. When it comes to errors, 1981 produced some exciting examples. Off-center strikes are among the most popular. If the design is struck 10 to 30% off-center, the coin can be worth $500 to $2,000. The more dramatic the off-center, the more value it can carry. A 1981 penny struck 50% off-center with a full date showing can bring several $100s. Clipped planchette errors from 1981 are also collected. These happen when the blank metal disc is punched incorrectly, leaving a curved or straight clip. Depending on size, these can sell for $2,000 to $10,000 or more. Dramatic double clip examples are very rare and could even pass the $2,000 mark with the right buyer. Broad strike errors and struck-through errors from 1981 also exist. A broad strike coin without the retaining collar can appear wider and flatter than normal. Such errors can sell for $3,000 to $15,000. Struck-through cloth or grease errors can also bring premiums if the impression is bold and covers a major part of the design. Another factor is full red designation. Coins from 1981 tend to tone and turn brown over time. Collectors prize those that remain bright red. A full red 1981 penny graded MS-67 can be a $500 coin, while the same coin in brown color may not even bring $5. So color and luster are extremely important in modern cent values. Let's not forget about special mint sets and rolls. Unopened bank rolls of 1981 pennies can sell for higher than face value because collectors enjoy searching them for gems and errors. A single roll can bring $500 to $1,000 or more depending on condition. Sealed mint sets from 1981 are also popular and can be sold for $10 to $20 or higher, especially if they contain high-grade coins inside. The demand for 1981 pennies is also supported by registry set competition. Collectors who build top-quality grading sets try to secure the finest known coins. Whenever a population report shows only a few examples in MS-68 red, prices can skyrocket. In fact, some 1981 pennies graded MS-68 red have sold for thousands of dollars, proving how rare superb gems really are. Even circulated error coins from 1981 can carry value. For example, a 1981 penny with a major die crack across Lincoln's head could bring $2,000 to $5,000, while a coin with die cuts or broken letters can also appeal to variety collectors. These may not always reach auction houses, but they sell quickly in the collector market. High auction records for 1981 pennies include examples such as a 1981 South Proof Center graded PR70 Deep Cameo that sold for over $1,000 and a 1981 D Mint State Cent in MS68 Red that crossed the $3,000 mark. These are extreme cases, but they show the potential hidden inside ordinary-looking coins. In summary, the 1981 1-cent coin may look like just another old penny, but it carries multiple opportunities for collectors, from doubled dies to proof varieties, from off-center strikes to full red gem grades. Its value can range from just a cent in worn condition to thousands of dollars in rare cases. So always check your change carefully, because a 1981 penny might be worth far more than you imagine. 1982D 1-cent coin value. Now let's talk about the 1982D 1-cent coin value. This is one of the most fascinating pennies in US coinage because 1982 was a transition year when the mint switched from 95% copper to copper-plated zinc. During this year, there were 7 different varieties, including large date and small date designs in both copper and zinc metals. The Denver Mint produced billions of these cents. But collectors pay special attention to certain rare combinations, especially the famous 1982D small date copper cent, which is considered a holy grail of modern pennies. The common 1982D pennies, whether copper or zinc, usually trade for face value in circulated condition. However, uncirculated full red coins graded MS65 or better can bring a few dollars each. In MS67, the prices can jump into the hundreds, and registry collectors chase the highest grade examples, making them far more valuable than their face value suggests. The reason the 1982D small date copper cent is so famous is because it should not exist. Officially, all small date cents from Denver should have been struck in zinc only, but somehow a few copper planches were left in the presses and struck with the small date dies. As a result, these rare coins have been certified and sold for staggering amounts. One example graded MS63 brown sold for over $18,000, and a higher grade red-brown example reached more than $20,000 at auction. Because of this, every collector checks their 1982D pennies carefully. The way to tell copper from zinc is by weight. Copper cents weigh 3.11 grams while zinc cents weigh 2.5 grams. So using a precise scale is the best method. If you discover a small date copper 1982D cent, you may be holding a life-changing coin. Even the regular 1982D large date copper and zinc varieties have some value in high mint state. A copper large date in MS67 red can bring $200 to $500, while zinc examples at the same grade may reach similar levels because they are difficult to preserve without spots or corrosion. Top-graded sets often pay heavy premiums for superb coins. Errors on 1982D pennies are also worth attention. Off-center strikes are among the most collected. A 10 to 20% off-center with full date showing can sell for $100 to $300, while dramatic off-centers of 50% or more can bring several $100s. Clipped planches are also collected and usually sell for $50 to $150 depending on size and appearance. Double die varieties are known as well. Some minor doubled dies exist on the 1982D cents, though most bring modest premiums of $20 to $50. However, if a dramatic new doubled die discovery surfaces, the value could be much higher. Collectors keep their eyes open for these possibilities because the 1982 transition year offers a lot of unusual die pairings. Another specialty is the 1982D zinc cents that suffer from plating bubbles or blisters. While most are not valuable, dramatic examples can catch collector interest. Large raised bubbles across the portrait or reverse can make a coin worth $10 to $30 or more, especially if the effect is unusual or eye-catching. In addition, proof-like strikes occasionally appear from the Denver Mint. These coins have unusually sharp details and reflective surfaces. Although not true proofs, they are worth more than regular strikes. A 1982D with proof-like qualities could bring a premium of $50 to $200 depending on the grading service recognition. Another way collectors store value is in original mint sealed bags or rolls. 1982D cent rolls are heavily searched by treasure hunters. Unopened rolls can sell for $10 to $20 because of the chance of finding high-grade coins or the legendary small-date copper. Even single coins with strong red luster can make a roll profitable to search. The small date versus large date distinction is extremely important. On the small date, the top of the 2 is weak and the curve of the 2 is sharper. The overall digits look lighter compared to the bold large date. Collectors train their eyes to recognize this quickly, because identifying the correct combination of small date and copper is the key to unlocking huge value. Auction records show how serious the market is for these coins. In 2016, a 1982D small date copper penny sold for more than $18,800. In another case, a superb red specimen brought over $20,000. These numbers make it one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cents known today, and the possibility of more being discovered keeps collectors excited. Even without the extreme rarity, the regular 1982 D cents have a strong following because of their transitional status. Copper and zinc varieties side by side in 1 year make it a historic issue. Every Lincoln cent collector needs these varieties for a complete set, which ensures steady demand in the market. To sum it up, the 1982 D 1 cent coin offers everything a collector could want, from common coins worth only a cent to rare small-date copper pieces worth tens of thousands, from mint-state gems that sell for hundreds to off-center errors that fascinate error collectors. This is a year you must check carefully because treasures are hidden among the billions of coins produced, and you never know when you might come across one in your pocket change. 1983 1 cent coin value. Now let's talk about the 1983 1 cent coin value. This is another historic year because by 1983 the United States Mint had fully switched to copper-plated zinc planchets. Each coin weighs 2.5 grams and contains a thin layer of copper over a zinc core. This change created many new challenges in the minting process, and collectors soon discovered some of the most famous modern varieties connected to this year. The most legendary variety is the 1983 doubled die reverse. On this coin the reverse shows very strong doubling, especially on the word 1 cent, United States of America and e pluribus unum. The doubling is bold and easily visible without magnification. This error is extremely valuable. In circulated condition it can sell for $100 to $300. In uncirculated grades it jumps quickly into the thousands, and certified red examples in MS65 or better have brought more than $10,000 at auction. Collectors always check their 1983 pennies for this famous doubled die, because even a single find can be life-changing. In 2017, an MS67 red 1983 doubled die reverse sold for over $7,000, and multiple other examples have reached five-figure prices depending on condition. This makes the 1983 DDR one of the most sought-after modern cents in existence. Aside from the doubled die, the regular 1983 cents in mint state also carry premium value. In circulated condition they are worth face value, but in MS65 red they can bring $10 to $20. In MS67 red the value can skyrocket to $500 or more, and only a handful have graded MS68 red, which makes them worth thousands. Registry collectors aggressively compete for those finest known pieces. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 7 billion 1983 pennies, while the Denver Mint produced more than 6 billion. With such high mintage the majority are common, but errors and superb grades make the difference. Denver examples with sharp luster in MS67 are very scarce and can bring strong auction prices. One MS67 red 1983 D sold for nearly $2,000, showing the demand for top-grade coins. Another specialty for 1983 is transitional planchette errors. A few examples have been discovered struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982 weighing 3.11 grams. These are extremely rare and highly valuable. One such coin sold for more than $23,000 at auction, which proves that paying attention to weight is critical, even when the coin looks completely normal at first glance. Off-center errors are also found among 1983 pennies. A moderate 20% off-center error can bring $100 to $200. A dramatic 50% off-center with full date visible could fetch several hundred. And if such an error also shows the doubled die reverse, then its value could be astronomical, though such a combination would be extremely rare. Clipped planchets also exist for 1983. Collectors pay $30 to $100 for single curved clips depending on size. Double or triple clips are much rarer and can bring $200 or more. These mint errors add a lot of excitement to searching rolls of 1983 cents because you never know what you will discover. Another error type to watch for is struck through errors. Sometimes grease, cloth, or other debris interfered with the strike. Coins showing dramatic struck through features can sell for $50 to $200 depending on visibility. Coins struck on defective planchets with laminations or cracks are also collected and can sell for decent premiums. Color designations matter greatly in 1983 cents. Red coins are worth far more than brown or red-brown examples. A bright full red MS67 cent could be worth hundreds, while the same coin in brown may not even sell for $5. That is why collectors preserve these zinc cents carefully, because they are prone to spots, corrosion, and toning. In terms of proof coins, the San Francisco Mint did not strike proof 1983 cents because the mint skipped making official proof sets in 1982 and 1983. Instead, they produced souvenir sets with special finish coins. These are scarcer than regular mint sets and can carry premiums. A full souvenir set from 1983 with brilliant red cents can sell for $30 to $50 or more. Unopened mint rolls and sealed mint sets from 1983 are still searched heavily. Collectors pay $5 to $15 for a roll because of the chance to find a high-grade coin or a doubled die reverse. Mint sets are also valued because they protect the coins better and give collectors a chance to find gems for registry sets. High auction records for 1983 pennies are impressive. As mentioned, the doubled die reverse coins dominate with sales over $10,000, but even regular coins in MS68 red condition have brought more than $7,000, which is incredible for a modern zinc cent. These results encourage collectors to search carefully for pristine examples. The popularity of 1983 cents continues to grow because they represent the early years of the zinc era. They show how mistakes in die preparation created some of the most valuable doubled dies in modern coinage. They also prove that even a common-looking coin can hide enormous value if you know the key varieties and errors to look for. In conclusion, the 1983 1-cent coin offers a mix of everyday common coins and incredible rarities, from the famous doubled die reverse worth thousands to transitional copper planchette errors worth tens of thousands, to pristine high-grade examples that set auction records. Every collector and every coin lover should examine their 1983 pennies carefully because you might be holding one of the most valuable Lincoln cents of the modern age. 1988 1-cent coin value. Now let's talk about the 1988 1-cent coin value. At first glance, this penny looks like just another modern zinc cent, but collectors know it hides some incredible varieties that can be worth a fortune. The United States Mint struck more than 11 billion pennies in 1988 between Philadelphia and Denver, and while most are worth only face value, rare die varieties and mint state gems have turned ordinary-looking coins into treasures. The most famous is the 1988 doubled die obverse from the Philadelphia Mint. This variety shows clear doubling on the inscriptions, especially noticeable on Liberty and In God We Trust. Coins with strong doubling are very valuable. Circulated examples can bring $50 to $200, while mint state coins can easily reach $500 to $1,000 or more depending on grade and color. But the real superstar of this year is the 1988 D reverse of 1989 variety. This is a transitional design era where the Denver Mint used a reverse die intended for the 1989 design. The easiest way to identify it is by looking at the initials FG near the Lincoln Memorial. On the reverse of 1988, the designer's initials appear differently than they do on 1989 dies. Collectors pay huge premiums for this mistake, with circulated examples bringing $100 to $300 and mint state coins reaching thousands at auction. Auction records prove how valuable this variety is. One MS67 red example of the 1988 D reverse of 1989 sold for over $3,000, and other high-grade examples have brought between $1,000 and $2,500. It is a coin every Lincoln cent collector searches for, and finding one in pocket change would be a huge success. Regular 1988 pennies in circulated condition are generally worth only 1 cent, but in mint state with full red luster they can bring much more. MS65 red coins may sell for $5 to $15, MS66 red coins usually bring $30 to $100, and superb MS67 red coins are rare and can fetch $500 or higher. The finest known pieces in MS68 red have sold for over $2,000, showing how condition drives value. Proof-like strikes are sometimes found among 1988 cents. Although not true proofs, these coins show sharp details and reflective surfaces. Such coins certified with proof-like or PL designations can bring premiums of $100 to $300 depending on grade and eye appeal. Collectors value these because they stand out dramatically compared to ordinary strikes. Errors on 1988 cents are also exciting. Off-center strikes are among the most popular. A 20% off-center with a full date visible might bring $100, while a 50% off-center with full design can sell for $300 to $500. Extremely dramatic off-centers are rare and always bring strong prices in auctions. Clipped planches from 1988 are also collectible. Small curved clips may be worth $20 to $50, while large dramatic clips can bring over $100. Double-clipped examples or oddly shaped clips can push the value even higher. Collectors enjoy these because they clearly show mistakes in the planchette preparation process. Struck-through errors are another category to watch for. A coin struck through grease may have missing details and can bring $20 to $50, but dramatic struck through fabric, cloth, or wire can sell for $100 or more. The more unusual the object struck into the coin, the more valuable the error becomes. Broad strike errors without the collar are also found in 1988 cents. These coins appear wider and flatter than normal. Values range from $30 to $100 depending on severity. Some collectors build entire sets of broad strikes, which keeps demand steady in the market for such unusual-looking coins. Another factor that affects value is color designation. Red coins are always worth far more than brown or red-brown examples. For example, a 1988 D penny in MS67 red could sell for $500 or more, while the same coin in brown may not bring more than a few dollars. So storage and preservation are very important for zinc-based pennies like this year. Original mint sets from 1988 are also popular with collectors. These sets are an affordable way to obtain high-grade coins. A full mint set may sell for $10 to $20. But sometimes coins from these sets grade at MS67 or higher, which can make them worth hundreds individually. Unopened rolls of 1988 cents are also searched by treasure hunters in hopes of finding rare varieties or gem examples. The demand for the 1988 D reverse of 1989 variety has made even ordinary-looking rolls and bags of 1988 D cents more desirable, because collectors know there is always a chance of finding one inside. This steady demand has kept prices for rolls slightly above face value and ensures that 1988 cents remain heavily searched coins. High auction records for 1988 pennies include thousands of dollars for the reverse of 1989 variety in top grade, and over $2,000 for superb MS68 red examples. These results prove that even in a year of massive mintage, scarcity in grade and unusual varieties can create incredible value, turning a common-looking cent into a prize for advanced collectors. In summary, the 1988 1-cent coin may seem ordinary, but it hides incredible value in the form of doubled dies, off-center errors, clipped planches, and especially the Denver reverse of 1989 variety, from 1 cent in worn condition to thousands of dollars in high-grade or rare varieties. This year proves once again that every coin lover should carefully check their change because treasures can appear in the most unexpected places. 1989 1-cent coin value. Now let's talk about the 1989 1-cent coin value. This was the year following the famous 1988 D reverse of 1989 variety. By 1989, the mint had fully adopted the updated reverse design, so all pennies from this year carry the new style. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced more than 12 billion pennies combined, which makes them very common in circulation. But as always, collectors know that errors, varieties, and superb grades can transform a 1-cent coin into something much more valuable. In circulated condition, the 1989 penny is worth only face value, but in mint state red condition the values begin to rise. MS65 red coins usually sell for $5 to $10. MS66 red coins may reach $20 to $50. MS67 red coins are much scarcer and can bring $200 to $400. And the few examples graded MS68 red are worth over $1,000 each, proving that condition alone can make a massive difference. One of the interesting aspects of the 1989 cent is its connection to transitional design changes. Because 1989 was the first full year with the new reverse design, collectors pay attention to the sharpness of the designer's initials FG. Some coins show stronger or weaker impressions which can attract specialists. While not all are highly valuable, these small differences keep collectors searching. The Denver Mint also produced coins with minor doubled die varieties in 1989. Some doubling can be seen on Liberty or the Motto. Although these are not dramatic, they can still sell for $20 to $50. If a stronger doubled die is discovered, it could easily become a highly valuable coin, which is why variety hunters always check their 1989 cents carefully. Proof coins from 1989 were struck in San Francisco with an S mint mark. These coins were sold in proof sets and feature mirrored fields with frosted devices. In PR69 deep cameo condition, they usually sell for $10 to $20. In perfect PR70 deep cameo, they can sell for $100 to $200 or more. Some auction sales have crossed $500 when demand was high, showing that flawless proofs are always in demand. Errors are another exciting part of 1989 cents. Off-center strikes are collectible and can bring strong value. A 20% off-center with full date might sell for $100, while a dramatic 50% off-center with full design could fetch $300 to $500. Collectors love these because the mistakes are visually dramatic and clearly stand out. Clipped planches from 1989 are also desirable. Small clips may be worth $20 to $40. Larger or multiple clips can bring $100 or more. Unusual shapes and dramatic errors always increase value. Coins showing straight-edge clips combined with curved clips can be especially fascinating to error specialists. Struck-through errors also exist on 1989 pennies. Coins struck through grease with missing letters or weak designs might bring $20 to $50, while coins struck through cloth, staples, or other objects can bring $100 to $200 or higher. The more dramatic and visible the strike through, the higher the value collectors are willing to pay. Broad strike errors are collected as well. When the coin is struck outside of the collar, it spreads wider and flatter than normal. Values for these coins can range from $30 to $100 depending on appearance. These are less common but still desirable because they show clear minting mistakes. Another factor influencing value is color designation. Red coins are worth much more than red, brown, or brown examples. For instance, an MS-67 red might be worth $300, while the same coin in brown color may only bring $10. This shows why storage and preservation of zinc pennies is so important, as they are prone to spotting and discoloration. Mint sets from 1989 are also a good source for high-grade coins. Complete mint sets may sell for $10 to $15, but if they contain a superb cent that grades MS-67 or higher, the value can be hundreds. Unopened rolls of 1989 cents are also collected, sometimes bringing $5 to $10 per roll, as buyers hope to find high-grade gems or rare errors inside. The registry set competition adds another layer of demand. Collectors trying to build the finest sets of Lincoln cents must secure the top-graded coins. This pushes prices for MS-68 red examples into the thousands, as there may be only a handful known at that level, creating strong competition whenever one appears for sale. High auction records for 1989 cents include several MS-68 red coins that sold for more than $1,500, and proof coins in perfect PR-70 deep cameo that sold for over $500. Dramatic off-center errors have also crossed the $400 mark, proving that even in such a high mintage year, rarity in condition or errors makes a huge difference. Although the 1989 penny is considered common, it represents the beginning of a new design era and holds value in its own way. Whether through proof coins, mint state gems, or dramatic mint errors, collectors continue to chase high-quality examples, keeping demand alive in the market. In conclusion, the 1989 1-cent coin may be common in circulation, but it hides real potential in the details. From superb MS-68 red coins worth over $1,000 to proof sets with flawless cameos, from dramatic off-center errors to clipped planches, the value of this coin can range from just 1 cent to thousands, making it a worthy addition to any Lincoln cent collection, and a coin every coin lover should check carefully. Thank you, coin lovers, for staying with us till the end. We hope you enjoyed discovering the hidden values of these amazing pennies. Remember that even the smallest coin in your pocket can sometimes be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Always check carefully because rare errors and high-grade examples are still out there waiting to be found. If you learned something new today, make sure to subscribe to Royalcoinvalue, like this video, share it with other collectors, and tell us in the comments which coin surprised you the most. Your support keeps us motivated to bring you more valuable information. So stay connected, keep searching, and who knows, the next treasure might already be in your collection.